It was a beautiful morning on the island of Sodor. The birds were singing, the Fat Controller had had his monthly shower, even the passengers had stopped grumbling. The engines had been prepared for their day's work. They were all talking to flying Scotsmen who had just arrived last night from the mainland. Then the Fat Controller pulled up in his car. "Thomas and Edward, I need you to deliver building materials to a bridge that is in desperate need of repair." "But sir, who will take care of my passengers?" "Don't worry. Toby and Daisy will just have to make more trips, and Bertie will help out too. Edward, I assure you know what to do." "Yes, sir." "Good, that's settled then." And he rushed off to make arrangements. "How come you get to do it? That's a job for big, important tender engines like me, not small, annoying tank engines like you." "I'm just as important as you." "No, you're not." "Huh." Edward then said to Thomas, "Never mind. He's just jealous." Thomas puffed off to fill up on water. Later that morning, Thomas and Edward travelled light engine to the bridge. "I'm glad I get to work with you." "Same here. How long's it been since we last worked together?" "Too long. I think we're nearly there." Sure enough, as they rounded the bend, they passed a yellow signal and they had to slow. They arrived at the bridge site. Then the manager came up to them. "Ah, good, I see you arrived. Now I need one of you to go and get the trucks of building materials from the junction." "Do you want to do it?" "No, it's fine, you do it." Are you sure? I don't mind." No, it's fine, you can do it. It's fine." "Okay then. See you soon." "Bye." And Edward puffed off to the junction. Thomas was told to wait in the sidings until Edward returned with the trucks so he could do some shunting. When Edward got to the junction, he found his train in the goods yard. As he backed down onto the train, the trucks hissed.
"What's this, old steam kettle?"
Edward ignored them, and he buffered up to the train. A shunter then fastened the coupling, and Edward puffed away, but his wheels kept slipping. Come on!
"We don't want to move, we're comfortable here."
Come on! Edward yelled, and he gave the truck a bump.
"Ouch! Oh! That's it. We'll give Edward a ride he'll never forget."
And they began making their plan. But Edward heard nothing. He had to wait for a train to pass before he could continue. Then they heard a whistle, and Flying Scotsman thundered past with the express. The signal dropped, and Edward puffed away. He was making good time. "Nearly there, old boy. Let's get a run at this hill." And his driver opened the regulator. Edward charged at the hill, but for some reason the trucks were holding him back. Why aren't they holding me back? I better brace myself. But before he could do so, he had just gone over the top of the hill.
On! Faster!
The trucks yelled as they pushed Edward down the hill. Edward was still in shock as they raced down the hill. Edward's driver closed the regulator and slammed on the brakes. Edward's wheels locked, but the rails were damp from the rain that had fallen last night, so he just skidded helplessly along the rails. Then the guard realised what was happening, so he put on the brakes in his van too. Then the train started to slow. "Another clear mile and we'll do it!" But as they rounded the bend, they saw something that made his heart stop. The caution signal flashed past. The driver put Edward into reverse, opened the regulator, and pulled hard on the whistle chain. "It's up to you now, Edward." Edward put every ounce of weight and steam against the trucks. Here comes Edward. But why is he whistling for so long? Then he heard an unforgettable sound. wheels sliding along the rail. Then
Get out of the way!
shouting,
Runaway
running
train!
away from the tracks. The whistle got louder and louder and louder. Then Edward came into view. His wheels were blurred. Thomas couldn't tell which way they were spinning. Edward skidded past Thomas. Edward had managed to slow the trucks down. The bridge was coming up, closer and closer. He didn't think that he could stop in time. His driver slammed on the brakes as the fireman jumped clear. The driver followed suit along with the car. The end of the bridge was coming closer and closer. Edward shut his eyes, expecting for the worst. He felt his front wheels leave the rails, but then he stopped. He opened one eye to see rushing water below him. He was dangling precariously off the edge of the bridge with his front 6 wheels off the rails. He was only being held back by the weight of the trucks and the brakes in the guard van. Thomas was soon coupled to the rescue with the breakdown made. "Are you alright? What the f*** does it look like?" "I'll take that as a no then." Thomas then pushed the breakdown crane into an adjacent siding. The workmen fastened chains from the train to bowls right beside the line. Everything was ready. Thomas gave a great heave, his wheels spinning like mad. Then they heard the sound they had all been hearing. There was a groaning noise. Rocks started to tumble down into the river. "Hurry, Thomas! I'm trying!" Slowly but surely, Edward's wheels were coming back on the rails. There were workmen at the end of the bridge to make sure that Edward's wheels were going back on the rails. The groaning noise was getting louder and louder. Finally, Edward's wheels were back on the rails. All the workmen then ran back to solid ground. Thomas was pulling his hardest. His wheels kept slipping, even when he finally put some on the rails. The wood started to crack. The bridge was starting to collapse. Even the trucks were scared. "Thomas!" With the biggest puff he had ever chuffed, Thomas pulled Edward back onto solid ground. Just in time.
Yay!
Everyone cheered.
Yeah.
Thomas felt like his wheels were going to fall apart, but he was thankful that his friend didn't fall off the end of the bridge. Edward was worse for wear. His brakes were jammed, and he couldn't have helped anyway. Thomas's driver was very proud of him. "Well done! Little engines can do big things, eh?" Thomas just rolled his eyes, and his driver got back in the cab, and they pushed the trucks into the siding. Thomas then bumped them furiously. "You could have killed someone or yourselves!"
We're sorry. We didn't mean to cause this much trouble. Don't hit us. Don't hurt us. Ah! Please.
When will you learn? No work was done on the bridge for the rest of the day. Edward's brakes were fixed, and buffer to buffer, the friends puffed home. "Thank you for saving me. Don't worry about it. And besides, who would I have to talk to at night if you had gone over the end of the bridge?" Edward laughed as they chuffed out into the main line. Then, when they arrived back at Chicken Street, there was a huge welcome for them. "Well done, Thomas, for acting so quickly. If you hadn't have done what you did, then who knows what could have happened. The railway could have been out with a number 2. Well done, laddie." "Yes, well done." Even James congratulated him. "Well done, and I'm sorry for what I did earlier." "That's okay." 3 cheers for Thomas!
Hip 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 hooray!
Hip hip
Hooray! Hip hip hooray! As a reward, Thomas got a new coat of paint and was allowed to run his passenger trains again. It just goes to show that little engines can do big things.
He's a really useful engine, you know. All the other engines, they'll tell you so. to and fro. He's the really useful engine we adore. He's a really useful engine, you know. 'Cause the Fat Controller, he told him so. Now he's got a punchline to call his very own. He's the really useful